Hey. Okay, so hi, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and who else we got? We got Facebook pages, Facebook. We just got a bunch of Facebook, LinkedIn. Do we have LinkedIn in the house? We got LinkedIn in the house, YouTube, Instagram. Hey, everybody. I'm Dr. Khadija Shaman, Coach Millionista, your radical well building strategist. And I'm really excited to be here. This is day 3 of the 7-figure radical well building strategist. And for those of you who don't know, radical in my world stands for results achieved daily, intentionally creates amazing living. So if you want amazing living, you want to be a part of the radical wealth building challenge, the 7-figure radical wealth building challenge. I don't really, 6 figures doesn't make me warm and fuzzy. 6 figures is about $8,300 a month, which is good money until you start making $8,300 a month. And then I promise you, you'll be like, where'd the money go? Excuse me. Where'd the money? I need more money. I need more money. um, I'm really excited. This is day 3. We have 30 days. I'm going to come on live every day at 9 or around 9 o'clock. And day 1 and 2, I want to do a quick recap. Day 1 was really an introduction to talk about what to talk about what to be expected. And what happens is, we're all spiritual beings having a human experience, and when you really move within the laws of the universe, then you're able to manifest and create because you are a creator. Someone called my sister and said, hey, what is she selling? What is she pitching? And I'm like, this is the wealth challenge. There will be an offer to work with me. But I don't know when I'm going to make that offer. I may make it in this 30 days. I might make it in the next 30 days. I may make it January 1st. I don't know. But you got to pay to play. And when you pay attention. And you get what you pay for. So now, I don't mean to say that like that because this wealth challenge, I'm giving it to you free. And it's real game. It's a game changer. Like, I have so much packed in this wealth challenge. I'm giving an overview of each day. But for those of you who are lucky enough to follow me, stay connected, be a part of my tribe, go to getradicalready.com and actually join. You will have access to me in a it like listen, let me tell you like this. This is how I feel. You're blessed to have access to me and this information, just like I was blessed to have access to me and this information. No, not me, but my mentors. So whoever the young lady or young man was who was asking, what do I sell success. That's what I sell. So, it may seem a little unorthodox, because I am unorthodox. I'm radical. I'm not like most people. I'm not here to take a check from you. I don't need your money. I don't want your money just to say I made a sale and be able to get on whoever stage and say I made X amount of dollars or X amount of days, even though I did that. But I did it by helping people add 5 and 6 figures to their income. When I made $1.4 million during the pandemic, I did it by helping other entrepreneurs who didn't know what they were going to do, how they were going to move. I helped them to magnetize to their intellectual property. And a lot of people made money during that time. So everybody wasn't sitting somewhere struggling and trying to figure life out. But because a lot of opportunity came out of that time. So anyway, I want to go real quick. Let me get my notes. Y'all. And I hope they come up because my computer been being really weird. All right. So yeah, I just want to kind of go over what day 1 was, and um I have to look at my notes because this is a 31 day. I got people in my house, they all loud and stuff. They downstairs, they all excited. They doing some real estate deals. So they're very, very, very excited. And I'm so jealous because I don't know exactly what they're doing because I'm up here talking to you guys. But I know it's like, hey, it's all good. But anyway, put powerful people together, powerful things are gonna happen. So that's the life that I'm about. I don't just talk about it. Anybody around me, if they're not doing like a game level, like 7-figure level, that's on them. I promise you, because I'm the girl who had the information, but some people scared. I got some people around me. They said, "Well, I ain't built for that. I ain't built for that life." I don't know what that meant because, being built to have financial freedom and doing what it takes to have financial freedom, I don't understand a person who goes to work every day and they don't have financial freedom. And then they have a relative like me who ain't worked for nobody for 28 years. And even on the struggle bus, even when I'm struggling, y'all, I'm still doing better than most. Okay. So I'm going to just leave that there because this is not about beating anybody up because everybody got to do what's comfortable for them. But I wish I had a sister like me who could show me the game and give me the game. And even if we mess up the game a little bit, I know bling bling, we gonna get it right because we winners, we champions. So anyway, day one, you have to be committed. You got to be committed to building wealth. You have to because it ain't an easy road. Just like my cousin who was like, "Yo, I ain't built for that life." Guess what? Yeah, there are some challenges that show up, but the challenges they carve character into you, and it helps you to become the man or the woman that you're going to ultimately become. Because if everything was easy, that would be boring, wouldn't it? If you really, really think about it, like if you didn't have any of the challenges you had, you wouldn't be or had gravitated to be the person that you are. And if you're sitting on easy street and never been through some stuff, Lord help you. Lord help you. A few people gonna leave this earth. I guess they had good karma. I don't know. Did a lot of good deeds. I don't know. But we all typically gonna have something. Somebody got to cross the bear. So anyway, you have to make this a priority. You have to, like 98% of the people who start this challenge with me or pick it up at some point, they won't finish. And I hate to put that in the universe, but it's a reality. Like most people don't finish what they start. It ain't got nothing to do with the challenge. Most people are not finishers. And finishers become operators of excellence. You know what I'm saying? Like they play the game at a different level. I have some people around me I can't I can't even hang up the phone. They already have done what we talked about. They're already in the middle of doing it. They're on their phone texting or on their computer. What I promise you, I can't call them back in 30 minutes and say, wait, hold up, because they've already done it. That's the type of excellence you want to have in your life. You want to be the person that when you're told to do something or there's an agreement that you want to do something, that you freaking do it. Like I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna try not to veer too much off here, but at the end of the day, when someone says they love you, if they love you, they're going to show you in action. They're not just going to tell you they love you. They're not going to tell you, oh, you got to wait till I get enough money to get your ring, or oh, you got to wait till I make more money so I can move in with you, whatever. Because that's some bullshit. Real talk. When somebody loves you, they love you. They're going to do everything to be with you, to honor you, to make sure that, and this is on both sides, right? It's not a male, female, you know what I'm saying? It's not me as a woman saying it's about a man. It goes the same way for a woman because there's some men I know who are dealing with women that don't love them, and they're making the woman's making every excuse not to hang out, not to come, not to do, et cetera, et cetera. But that woman ain't feeling you, dude, and vice versa. For the girl who got the guy who's steady giving a bunch of freaking excuses, that ain't your dude. Your dude is gonna find a way to make it okay. Period. All right, so we want to stay committed. You have to pick a time, during this challenge to dedicate 45 minutes to an hour to your wealth building. And I really want you to think about that because at first when I was doing this, I was trying to make it, or it's just 7 minutes a day, or it's just 5 minutes a day, or it's just 10 minutes a day. And then, and then I thought about it. I said, you know what? If a person is not willing to do whatever it takes to put an hour away for themselves, because a lot of us women, we'll take an hour to do our makeup. We'll take an hour to get our nails done. We'll take an hour to get a pedicure. We'll take an hour to get a massage, which is really cool. But we won't take an hour to pray, meditate, and put together a wealth dynamic that could literally change not only the trajectory of our lives, but also the trajectory of many people around us and definitely our families. And for those of you who aren't lucky enough to have a family that you want to share this type of stuff with, well, create a family, because it's some good stuff. Somewhere along this journey, you get a 15-minute consult with me. And I had it in the beginning, but I'm changing it to more near the end because there's a couple of days that, well, I'm going to do it more near the end. And then I'll just let that be that. I actually have a scoring system that I'm going to be introducing I used to introduce it in the very beginning, but now again, it's going to be more towards the end, and it's where you take you get your money score, and then we'll talk about that. But by then, you're going to have a whole nother paradigm about money. But that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. So, and then I'm also going to introduce to you some CDs I want you to listen to like 20 minutes a day. It's called Your Wealth. No, oh my God, what is it called? Your Wealth is Your Command. That's not the name, but that's good. I like that. Let me write that down. Your Wealth is Your Command. That's not the name of it. I got it on my Your Wealth. Hold on. Because we do get to command. Let me see. I got the book over here. Your Wish is Your Command. Yeah, it's called Your Wish is Your Command. Um, yeah, Your Wish is Your Command. So okay, that's that. Now, day two, you want to get a gratitude journal. You want white paper, blue ink. The journal can have lines. Don't care what the lines colors are. Oh, excuse me. Like pages usually are black lines white, but you want to use blue ink. Okay, it's I can't get into why, but just trust me. Just trust me on that. Blue ink, white paper. Um, it's said in the Course of Miracles that if you spend just 5 minutes with God, the Spirit of Love, every morning, God will be in charge of your thought forms through the course of the day. Just 5 minutes, y'all. Just 5 minutes. What a great source to have to co pilot your day. I want you to think about that. How many of us wake up and in the morning, the first thing we do is we honor the Most High. We honor the fact that we're waking up, and then we wake up and we say thank you as we get up to say the first foot goes down, say thank. The second foot goes down and says you thank you, and you're saying that in your mind. And a lot of us we have to relieve ourselves when we first wake up. So, so before getting out of bed, you want to give thanks. You want to say that you're happy and grateful for the wonderful life that you've created. You want to speak in the present. You want to speak in the present. You don't want to speak in like futuristically. You want to speak in the present time. I'm so excited and grateful and thankful for my 7,000 square foot home or whatever, whatever home you have or whatever home you futuristically want to have. Speak it into being, speak it into existence. You speak like life and death is on the power of the tongue. That is so powerful. It's a cliche, but it's a very real cliche. Remember that the subconscious mind has to be rewritten. Everything you have right now, you attracted it, you created it, you're the dynamic, you're the common denominator of everything that you have. Um, this is if you don't have everything that you want. If you don't have everything that you desire right now, subconsciously you have to um, recreate what it is that you want. Next, write down the things that you're grateful for. A lot of times we don't do this and we don't know, we don't think, that our words have that kind of power. And when we write it, it's even more powerful. And when you ask questions, that's a whole nother level of power, but we're going to say that for later. The more time you devote to this in the AM when you first wake up, as well as at night, right before you go to bed, but we're going to talk about that a little later, the more commanding your words will be to your subconscious. I can't tell you guys the I don't want to call them spirituals, but I can't tell you guys how a different energy erupts from you when you do the things that I'm sharing with you. Like it takes on the life of its own. And it may start slow. But again, listen to 20 minutes of your wish at your command. You can do this while brushing your teeth, guys. You can do this while the shower is on. You just want it playing somewhere in the background when you're in your car driving wherever you have to go. Your wish is your command. Some people say, he's speaking kind of monotone and he's kind of the it's slow. And I don't know, but other people love it, love it. Game changer, game changer. Your wish is your command. Um, it's so much Just if I just gave you that and said, listen, just for the next 30 days, listen to it for 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. If you finish, you go back and just re-listen. That right there, game changer. And it's a lot of information in there. Like he's going to send you on a journey of things to do and different modalities to try and different ways to think and to be. And like, I don't want to steal the thunder. So I'm going to just let that there. And for those, listen to it 20 minutes or an hour. If you can do an hour a day, great. If you can't, do what you can. Doing something is better than doing nothing. If you got 5 minutes a day, then you need to figure out what you're gonna do for them 5 minutes for this wealth challenge every day. But whatever it is, the more time you make for you, the more time you slow down and you make time for you and God and the spirit realm and you visualize and you command, the more things will start to manifest for you. I I can't really explain it. Okay. You want to read for at least 30 minutes a day. Listen, you want to read something that is powerful. And this is what happens when you read. When you first pick up a book and you read, your subconscious picks up the words that you know and it puts it in a dynamic in your mind. This is something magical that you don't even know is happening. But it quickly scans the page and it quickly, everything on it, even whether you read the whole thing, a little bit of it or not, your mind, your subconscious has read the whole 2 pages, because usually the book is open, it's 2 pages. Unless you're on Kindle or something like that, then it's the 1 page, right? The more you read, the more first your mind picks up the words you know and the context that you know. But as you grow in energy and spirit and knowledge and wisdom, your mind picks up even more a different kind of way. It's deep. It's deep. But I'm not here. I'm just trying to give you the rules of engagement right now. Okay. I'm gonna go a little deeper because I think what I'm gonna do for 30 days, I'm gonna kind of go over this. And then for the next 30 days, I'm gonna actually turn my camera on and you're gonna be able to like watch me live these 30 days. Like you're gonna be able to watch me on camera. Cause I'm like, it's kind of hard to have this conversation and you don't have the actual workbook to work through, which you will be able to have here in about, I don't know, 5 to 7 days. It wasn't ready. I lost my other computer. I lost my hard drive with the newest form. I did tell this story earlier, and I didn't want to not do it because it wasn't perfect. It ain't never gonna be perfect because I'm always changing this challenge. I'm always adding stuff because I'm learning stuff. I stay in personal development. I stay in masterminds. I live to be around people smarter than me, making more money than me, who feed into me. Because man, the stuff I've learned and the stuff we share, and it's amazing. Mm. Laugh and smile as much during this time. It really makes a difference. It does. Laugh, smile, be joyous, be loving. If you have a partner and you guys been arguing and things haven't been okay, be just show it with love. Just show it with love and kindness, even if they're being an asshole. It'll change the game. Your mother, your aunt, your sister, whoever, kill them with kindness. That's so. Just kill them with kindness. Write down something every day you're grateful for, even if it's just a bill. Okay. Um, One of the things that I didn't talk about that I meant to really talk about on day one, which is being committed, day two, the journal, and they're going to talk about this in the 20 minutes of the CD that you're going to listen to, is to, I'm trying to think, I don't want to say manufacture, I don't want to say outline, but you want to define your chief, your chief aim. You want to define who you are, what is your divine assignment. And if you don't know what it is, just sit and listen and be quiet. I promise you, you'll hear it because you know it. We all, I don't care. Look, your thing could be baking cookies. It don't have to be nothing like, oh, I'm going to solve the world equation of how to end homeless or how to get to the moon or whatever. It don't have to be anything. It could be you bake the best cookies that make the world just smile every time they eat your cookies. Like, you just out or bake a cake or maybe make the best Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be because, like my grandmother, as much as she was an entrepreneur, as much as she could have played that role, she was grandma. She was like the salt of the earth. She was like that person who any and everybody could go to and talk to, and she'd be a voice of reason, a voice of wisdom, that part. All right. So, and that's all we needed. That's all we needed. That was good enough. So, oh God, here's a bonus, right? Post something on the ceiling that you desire. It could be a Rolls Royce, it could be a refrigerator, it could be a significant other. You real cute with your white dress on, and somebody shot silhouette with a question mark, like who is he? Where he at? Could be whatever. So yeah, I leave that there for now. But I talked about the gratitude journal. So day 3 is today, which is the day that you set some goals. Harvard did a study years ago that showed that the people who actually wrote down their goals, looked at their goals, revisited their goals at least once a day, the more you look at your goals, the more it was like a huge, significant number of people who actually achieved the goal, like 90 days, like 80% or 90%. I'm not sure. And this is a really old fact that I'm quoting. So I have um, excuse me, I have in my workbook for you guys that I will be releasing some different links that you get to go to. You want to spend at least 2 minutes visualizing your chief aim, your chief purpose. Why are you here? What is your divine assignment? Um, I talk to people all the time who absolutely have no clue how powerful their thoughts are, you know? And it's kind of like when you start really understanding how powerful you are, then you start wanting to own your power. And life just shows up, things and people and opportunities and experiences, they show up different when you start owning your power. I do have a guided meditation I do twice, and at some point I'm going to turn the camera on and I'm going to allow other people to sit with me while I go through my guided meditation so that they too can go through a guided meditation. The first one I do in the morning, and I do this one really kind of early, is like at 4, it's 42 minutes. It is so powerful. And I don't do this one every morning, but I do it at least once or twice a week. And then I have some shorter ones that are just as profound and just as powerful. But this one is by a lady that I just love her energy. And one day I'll tell that story. Mm. Now, also, I just want you to know that when you set a goal and you put your intention behind it, the universe, I want you to hear me, the universe it has to give you what you're commanding. The challenge with us is most of us, we don't know that. So we half-ass do it because we really don't believe it. But when you really start surrounding yourself with people who've executed in excellence and they've created a dynamic where they literally know how to win, then it rubs off on you. Because if you're around them and you see them doing it, then what are you going to do? Like they said, if you hang around 6 millionaires, guess who's going to be number 7? You're not likely to, just the energy alone in the room would never even allow you to like go get on welfare. That the circumstances that would create that to happen to you probably won't happen if you're hanging around wealthy mindset set individuals, even if you don't get to the million like they are, which is probably highly unlikely if you're paying attention and you're being intentional and you're tapping in. Um, but at the end of the day, we get to rule. We get to rule. So day 3 is all about goal setting. Day 2 is about the journaling. When they're kind of feeding off each other. But day 1 is all about the commitment. I can come on live every day, 365 years, 365 days a year after year after year after year. But if you're not committed to excellence showing up in your life, there's nothing you're going to hear from me. You have to get committed. You have to say, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of my bank account looking like this. Guys, I'm sick and tired of my bank account looking like the way it look, and I know I'm in the top 3, 4% of the population, and I'm still like I need to be stretched so much more than what I have. So what do? I surround myself with people, and then I go and I do the 30-day challenge. This is more about me than it is about you. Because when I get real present to the information I'm going to share with you, we ain't even got started yet. I mean, yeah, day one is, be committed, and day two is yeah, get your journal out and be grateful. Oh, but let me tell you this about the journal. Okay. So every time you give appreciation and you're grateful, a different energy surrounds you. A different energy surrounds you. It's like the most high. Um, I can't explain it, man. I just be just if you can every day just be grateful for everything. Oh, I'm grateful for the water. I'm grateful for my mouse. Oh, I'm just so thankful and grateful for the cute little pen with the. Oh, I'm just so grateful for the my other phone that I need to trade in and get a new phone, a newer second phone. I'm just so grateful to have life. I'm so grateful to have friends. I'm so grateful that man made the new technology. I'm so grateful I got approved for the credit card I got the other day. I'm so grateful for the car, my car. It started up. Oh my God. Do you know? Let me tell you something. It's going to sound really weird. When I'm out in public and I get to run to the bathroom because there's a public bathroom, I'm always so grateful. That man figured out the whole dynamic of plumbing and a toilet, and we don't have to go to an outhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I'd be so now it's weird because when I'm at home, I just go to the bathroom and I'm never like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. But when I'm out in public and I can go somewhere and relieve myself and just I'd be so y'all don't even know. I'd be so like anyway, okay, all right. So let me just say this. I'm Dr. Khadija Chapman, Coach Millionista, Radical Wealth Building Strategist. And I have a mission to engineer Black millionaires. And that's what I'm going to do. They're going to put on my tombstone, Black Millionaire Maker or something. Something to that mag. I don't know. And, I don't do things for money. I do things for impact. I do things because it makes me feel good. I remember one of the first young ladies who came to me way back in the day when I was doing just personal development seminars in my first in my home. Then it grew so big, we started having them at different event centers around the city. Any place I could find, I was relatively cheap to rent. I would bring food. I would have food and refreshments or whatever. But I remember the first young lady who came to me and said that she was able to walk away from her job because of the things that I had taught her. Whew, I can't. I didn't expect anybody to like walk away from their job. I mean, I wasn't. I had a guy, my guy, who is still my guy, was helping me he was my backbone. He was the guy who stood up for me. He was the guy who financially was there for me. So I had a person helping me while I was, on my grind. This was a young lady who was getting divorced and had a child that she was going to be raising, pretty much became a single mom. So that was so touching to me. And then there's many, 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 many other stories of people that I've helped and blah blah blah. But it's very empowering, and it's better than a paycheck. It's better than money. It's just better when you people can come and they're excited. I'm gonna tell you my one pet peeve when I've helped someone and they don't give me my flowers. I'm not looking for just a real simple acknowledgement is all it ain't got to be. I'm not being funny, but I hate when people like suck the life out of you and don't even really want to acknowledge that you help them. And sometimes because I do a lot of things as it relates to credit and funding, sometimes people don't want people to know or whatever. But look, you being honest and real and you helps free somebody else because then they like, oh yeah, that girl really do that. Yeah, she don't just show up on FaceTime every once in a while. She really do that. But anyway, I do have those who absolutely do give me my flowers as you were saying. Like I said, I'm not looking for um I don't know, marching band or anything. But I just, people, keep it real. If I help get your credit together and you got an 800 credit score, it would be real nice to get a call and say, oh, especially people I ain't in charge, like family, right? It'd be real nice to get a call about that, opposed to, oh yeah, well this one thing didn't come off, and I'm like, well, it's process. But what's your credit score again? Anyway, that part. All right, guys, that's me throwing a little shade, but no, real talk. And I paid for it, but anyway, I have a team. They are phenomenal. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna leave that there. Um, thank you so much. This is day 3, and it's a lot. It's a lot because like when you have access to get the I'll be getting the links of people. I have to go find my updated platform so that I can give you access to the workbook so that way you can download it and it's in the right order and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna be working on that in the next couple of days because like for example on in the workbook I have some uh, uh, different YouTube videos you get to watch. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. One is 42 minutes. It's so worth watching, so worth watching. Then I have what is your spiritual goal? Then I ask you what is your personal development goal, and you're supposed to write this out. Who do you want to become? What is your business goal? What is your physical goal? What's your emotional goal? And then you write these out. I have financial on here twice, right? Oh no, what's your financial goal? What's your relationship goal? Blah 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 blah. And then there's some more stuff, and I have you like get your credit report, and we get deep, we get real deep, and we'll talk about your credit and some other stuff somewhere in this. We got some good stuff. Okay, it's 30 days. All right, guys. With that, I want to go. I don't really want to hold you too long. But as time go on, this will be a little longer because I will do a real little quick recap. And I don't know how much of a recap I'm going to do because I don't know, but we'll figure that part out as we go through this. But thank you so much. And right now, all I can say is this: if you really want wealth, you don't have to work for it, but you have to understand how not to work for it, if that makes sense. Because most people are taught to work for money. So, in order to not work for money, you have to be retrained and you have to unlearn what you've already learned because you've been doing things in a certain way for so long. You've created a neural path that will lead you in the way to have what you have right now. So right now, if I walked up and gave you $50,000, for example, I promise you 2 weeks from today, you'll be like, where'd the money go? And you're gonna do good stuff with the money. Like you're probably gonna pay off a car, or you're probably gonna pay down some credit card debt, or you probably like you're not just gonna go and buy a bunch of LV bags and stuff like that, right? You're probably gonna do things that make sense, but you're not going to do things that put you in a position to create a passive 6 or 7 figure income because you haven't been you haven't been trained in that capacity. So a lot of the things we're going to go through in this radical wealth building challenge will help you to retrain your brain, and then you're going to get access to some tools and some dynamics that you never ever had before, I promise you. And it's going to make you look at things differently. And now that you're aware, and there's some conversations I'm going to be having with you that's going to make you go whoa, because it made me go whoa when they were had with me, and now I get to share them with you. And I had these conversations from multimillionaires that I got to sit at their feet, and some people I didn't get to know personally, but then my mentor, it was their mentor. You know what I'm saying? So I still felt like I was sitting at their feet. And the only reason I probably didn't get to meet them is because they had passed on, kind of thing. Because I like to work with people who mastered what it is that you're teaching, what it is that they're sharing. And at the end of the day, it really boils down to um, who do you listen to? Who's feeding life into you? Who got your back? What's your spiritual practices? How dare you say you can't give an hour to manifesting wealth for yourself, but you can go and give 8 hours a day to somebody else? Come on now. Don't do not disrespect the essence of who you are. Like and then this is the other thing, right? As busy as we are, who let that significant other call you out the blue and say, I got a surprise. I need an hour of your time. If they called you every day of the week, you would show up, right? You would show up. You will make time. Trust me. Now I'm gonna leave that there. So we all have an hour that we can put away to put us in a position to change our life forever. This is radical game changing. The information I'm sharing. Right, just doing a journal every day when you first wake up, just to take 2 or 3 minutes to just say thank you and what you're grateful for changes the dynamic of who you are. Just waking up in the morning and really being intentional and getting quiet and thinking and still and being with God and writing a vision and making it plain is a game changer. You might think that's little stuff. Oh yeah, I heard all this before. But to know and not to do is not to know. We know a lot of things. A lot of us know a lot of things. We know how to lose weight. We know how to, all we have to do is eat less and, push back from the table and work out a little more, move a little more. How many of us do that? It's a lot of things we know to do. We know if we put a certain amount of money away and we get a certain percentage every month, we can retire very well off. Most of us get to a certain age and we ain't did none of that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you so much for joining me. It's your girl, Dr. DJX Chapman. You can go to getradicalready.com and you can join my VIP list. So when we open up the doors to the Black Millionaires Matrix, a well-building platform designed to engineer Black millionaires, you'll have an invitation. And I did put a free component. It wasn't free. I had no free component. First, I had a free component. I took the free component away. Then I put it back because I said, you know what? I need everybody to be a part of this community. And the people who don't have the money or the mindset, being a part of the Black Millionaires Matrix will give you that information because I'm going to give some things at the free level that if you did nothing else, you could change your life and literally become a millionaire just from the stuff I'm going to give you for free. The free game can get you paid. And then there's going to be the levels of, level one, level two, whatever. And then the higher you go up inside of the Black Millionaires Matrix, the more significant you get. All the information is significant. But the higher up you go, you get more access to me and my mentors. And then I give like double money back guarantees and stuff like that. Cause I ain't playing with nobody. I'm not playing with nobody. I'm good at what I do. And depending on at what level you invest in yourself at is the level that I'm going to invest in you. And I'm going to make sure that you're not taking a risk. Because I just bought 2 products last year. I'm beating myself up for. Both of them were over $25,000. And they're both good products. But I wish I get my money back. Because it's like I just didn't vet it enough to da 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 da. But I'm gonna make sure no one is gonna feel like that when they buy my product at that level. I have some lower tier products. Don't worry for the people going. I don't have 25,000. Trust me, working with me, you could have 25,000. I can help you get that in 30, 45 days. That's not the problem. That's not a challenge at all. Um, the challenge is you knowing that you're worth it and knowing that it's possible and believing and knowing. Believing and knowing, believe you just don't know what will show up when you just manifest, when you create, when you make it plain. When you know how to not ask, but I don't want to say command because I don't want to sound like we some egotistical spiritual beings down here. But it's almost like when you start moving in a way that the universe understands that you understand who you are. Like if you saw the movie The Matrix, when Neo realized who the heck he was, he was fighting a whole different kind of way. So that's kind of what happens to you. You become Neo. When you start to really understand the pineal gland, when you really start to understand how to uncalcify it, when you start to understand what to put in your body, when you start to understand what to drink, how to drink, what to do, you understand. Even my kitty can't understand. Hey girl, can you like move out the way? Sorry guys. Sorry, that's 70. So with that being said, I gotta go. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Peace, love, and light. And just keep working on you. Just keep working on you. You showed up. I don't know when you're gonna see this. You might see the replay. This may be a little long, but hey, you're worth it. And hopefully, I'm saying something that resonates in your soul to let you know now is your time. And you know what? You can finish this. You can finish 2022 real strong. I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know what you got going on, but you could finish real strong. Isn't that right, 70? Okay. She's hungry. All right. Okay. Peace, love, and light. Bye bye. She's like, girl, if you don't get out that phone and feed me or whatever you humans doing. All right. Talk to you later. Peace, love, and light. Haha. So that's how I do that. All right, guys. So talk to you guys later. Sorry, I was kind of talking more to anyway, it's a long story. But anyway, bye bye. See you tomorrow for day 4.